Hi Scorpio, welcome to your love reading. I hope all of you are doing amazingly well. Today I was guided to do a reading to check in on what they would like you to know, they being the person on your mind. I think this will be a slightly specific reading today, so I apologize in advance. It might not resonate with everyone, but when I get guided to do these readings, then I know for a fact that there is a message in here for somebody who specifically needs to hear it. So, just bear with me. Let's see what comes through. It is a general reading. Maybe sometimes one or two messages might resonate with you. Sometimes the entire reading might feel like, oh my God, I'm speaking specifically about your situation. So let's see how we go. What would they like you to know? So first, I just want to pick up on the overall energy. What would they like you to know? Let's see. 5 of Pentacles, the Knight, the Prince of Swords, and the 10 of Swords. I love how my spirit team operates, and this is the reason why I needed to do this reading, because somebody is really feeling up in their head, having trouble sleeping at night. They feel like they took a rash decision by ending things with you, or something has ended and they would like to be liberated from this ending. Look at how she's kind of like flying above her own version that has been stabbed by these 10 swords. So it's like liberating yourself, or I would say in a very 3D way, this is kind of like spirit manifesting, after what seems like a difficult chapter. Wow, this is powerful, and it's a very heavy energy as well. What they'd like you to know is, they really miss you. This is 5 of Pentacles is a feeling of really feeling left out in the cold, or they acknowledge that they left you out in the cold. I'm using the Cosmic Slumber Tarot deck, and it's got 2 additional cards. One represents day and one represents the night. Interestingly, the Night card came out yesterday as well in Scorpio's love reading. So there is somebody in your energy, Scorpio, that is really struggling with the anxiety, with the emotion of all of this at night. They have trouble sleeping, thinking about this. Look at how the images connect, right? Like this person, the Prince of Swords, or what we call the Knight of Swords in the traditional tarot, has like a sword, and it looks like there are like drops of blood at the end of it. It's almost as if he's won, but he's also kind of contemplating and thinking, was it all worth it? Like, won at what cost? Kind of like the 5 of Swords in the traditional tarot. And here is a person who clearly has been hurt with these 10 swords, but then she's kind of actually liberated from her suffering, from her sorrow. What I'm picking up intuitively from these 2 cards and their placement next to each other is that somebody feels that what they did, they kind of had to, like it hurt a lot, but that was the only way they could protect you. That was their way of actually wishing more and wishing better for you. I know it sounds a little bit twisted, but sometimes when the love is so deep, when the emotions are so pure, you sometimes know that you actually are maybe toxic, maybe a difficult energy for your person. So the best thing you can do to communicate love to your person is to remove yourself from the situation, because they deserve more. And this person, your person, I have a strong feeling that some of you were in a relationship with this person, a very significant partnership, like something that felt very, like a soul contract, tied at a soul level, that they actually wanted to liberate you from this hurt, this disappointment, whatever went down. We'll get some clarifiers and see what happened, because for them, protecting you and loving you actually meant that they had to remove themselves from the situation. Because I don't know how you will resonate with this. Maybe some people might be a bit polarized by what I'm saying, but sometimes I really think that people think that they are not good for you and they are bringing a toxic energy into your life. So if they remove themselves from your life, that is the biggest act of love that they can do for you, even though it hurts so much, even though they're losing sleep over it. It was a very, very difficult decision for them. I have a strong feeling this person walked away from you. This person ended things. But They were hoping that by ending it, and this is an interesting rendition of the Ten of Swords, because typically the swords are always in the person's back. So it feels like you've been stabbed in the back, like you didn't see it coming. I think in this Ten of Swords, it's like she's confronting the truth, and the 10 swords came in while she was aware that the death of this is coming. So maybe they had a very transparent communication or conversation with you and told you that, look, I love you, I have the deepest emotion and affection for you, but honestly, like, you can do so much better, or like right now I cannot be the partner that you deserve and you so need. So I'm actually going to remove myself from the situation so that, I open up your life path and you can attract the person that you truly deserve. So they were hoping to liberate you from this, almost like this chain or this, this attachment bond, so that you can live your life in the highest, greatest potential. That is what I'm truly picking up on, what they'd like you to know. But let's build on the story. Wow. This person is very deeply upset and hurt because they loved you a lot and it was very hard to let go. But they knew that was the right thing for you. So it's almost like a sacrifice. I know it sounds very old school, but sometimes people are aware that there's something very toxic about their life or whatever they're going through, and bringing another person into that environment is just not the right thing to do. It's kind of like, when couples are starting to think of having a family, you don't want to bring a child into a turbulent relationship, right? So a lot of people will be like, no, as much as it would make me really happy to become a parent, but I don't want to bring a child into like a messy relationship or where we are not stable first. It kind of is giving me that vibe that even though they wanted this so bad, but they can't show up for you in the way that you so deserve. So the best thing for them was to come in and kind of kill this with your knowing. So it's not like they stabbed you in the back. I think as best as they could, obviously breakups are always hard. Maybe you'd feel that they didn't communicate the way you would have liked them to, but in their own way, they tried to do the best that they could in the situation. So I hope that brings you some closure, some comfort, some clarity. Let's look at the Five of Pentacles, please. Yeah, Death card. Scorpio, you're showing up very strong in your own reading. They've got you on their minds still. Now, I don't know when this ending or breakup, whatever this is, separation, divorce, separation happened. It feels like you're showing up very strong, right? The Death card is the Scorpio card in the tarot. They feel this sense of loss. So for a second, like if you thought that, oh my God, this person has moved on, I haven't heard from them, they must be talking to other people or they've clearly met someone else. For me, the energy that I'm picking up, I feel all they think about is you. They have trouble sleeping at night. What's the Knight card here for? Yeah, Hanged Man. It's like this state of stagnation, but almost like an intended stagnation. Like maybe this person could, if they put themselves out there, they probably could meet other people, they probably could attract new love, but they want to be in this state. They want to reflect on everything that happened. Maybe let's see what the future energies will be, but intuitively what I'm picking up on is that this person is also realizing that this is probably too hard for them to do, and maybe they just need to, whatever they thought was the reason that was holding them back from being the partner that you so deserve. These four cards are telling me that I think they might actually need to step up or figure out how to remove all these obstacles or roadblocks in this connection to actually show up for you, because this, I think, is too hard for them. Like being away from you, being apart from you is too hard. That's what I keep hearing. It's too hard, Scorpio. It's too hard. They've been trying to look at it from different perspectives. They know that it was a huge compromise to give up this connection, to give up this relationship, to give up this soul bond, because they know you deserve something better and they wanted to liberate you. But I guess they're also now thinking that, why couldn't I be that person that Scorpio deserves? Or what's holding me back? Can I reorient my life so that maybe I can become that person? Look at that, the Chariot just kind of flew out of the deck, almost like very chariot energy to kind of just fly off into the wind. And look at these horses, they're charging ahead. Someone now is thinking, oh my God, I need to go back to Scorpio, charge ahead towards Scorpio. Like, fine, I get all of this, and maybe this happened some time ago, and certain, conditions in their life have changed, certain conditions in your life have changed, and maybe now they feel they can do justice to this connection, so they want to come back. Ten of Swords, Four of Pentacles. They're still holding on to this ending. Like, they are so deeply attached to everything that happened that this stagnation, right, over this ending, it's very heavy. It's showing up very heavily in their energy, that they have not moved on one bit, is what I'm hearing from everything that happened. They keep going over and over again in their head about everything that happened. And something in their energy field is encouraging them now to kind of charge forward and come towards you. Wow, okay. I want to just go into the future energy here. Show me what is, so what's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? And then we'll get into what they want you to know and their thoughts, feelings. What's going to happen next on this connection then? Ooh, look at that. The Empress wants to show herself. The Three of Pentacles. They're going to try and make this work because the love that they feel for you is so strong. It keeps pulling them back into your energy. Wow. Four of Swords, Four of Pentacles. This no contact situation is just really not working for them, and they've had to heal a lot. Wow, the cards are just flying out. And if you watch my readings, you know that my readings typically don't have a lot of jumpers, like flying cards are called jumpers. I usually like to pull my cards out of the deck. So this is why I knew that somebody needed to hear this message, and I was guided to do this, what you need to know or what they want you to know. Look at that. They've been hiding what they truly feel about you. What they truly feel about you is that they see you as, like the one, the person that is their happily ever after, their person. But they've not maybe expressed that to you, or they've not had an opportunity to tell you exactly how they feel about you. I do think that this person is very, you don't know this. You, like Scorpio, you wouldn't know this, but this person is strategizing, is coming up with a plan as to how to come forward and to finally give this love some expression. What is the Empress? What is the Empress? Yeah, they want to heal. It's almost like they were waiting for the right time. They believe in the divine timing of all of this, because they also know that there was a reason why it didn't work out the first time around, and they're now waiting to heal through some of this. And look at this. There's a dichotomy of energy between Temperance and the Chariot. The Temperance is a very well thought through, reasoned, go with the flow kind of energy, and the Chariot is very directed, intentional energy of moving forward. So they understand this. I think this is somebody who's either become very emotionally mature through the process, or they were always somebody who was very guided by spirit or connected to their intuition or gut, I don't know, something like that. You could see some movement, I would say, in Taurus season, because Empress is ruled by Venus. You could see some action on this connection, probably, I would say, April, April, mid-April, somewhere there I'm picking up. You could, I would say in the next couple of weeks. I don't know why I'm getting drawn to the 7, and for me, I see that more as 7 days with these 4 days. So I would say a couple of weeks, something's going to shift in this energy. Either they're going to have an epiphany, or you're going to have some aha moment. Something is changing in this connection, because this is such a divinely guided connection. I feel even them pulling away in the beginning, or it not working out, then the Chariot energy combined with the Empress, the Temperance, what they feel for you, the 10 of Cups, which is one of the most abundant energies in the tarot, all makes me believe that, this all had to pan out the way it did. And there is a reason for that, because they did really have to show up in the way that you so deserve, Scorpio. And for that, they needed to go through this cycle. So sometimes, like, you realize a lot of things when you've lost something, or when you've walked away from something, or when you've had some time away from the situation to reflect. Let's check in on their thoughts. Let's see what they're thinking about, what they'd like to say to you. I remember every detail of that day. Oh, of course. I mean, I totally get that, because this is a person who has not stopped thinking about either that day when things ended, or the first day that they met you, that they like saw you for the first time. This person is like, I don't want to use the word obsessed, but it almost feels like they're so attached to you and this bond that they can't think about anything else. I will wait for a sign from you. Okay, so some of you maybe said, when this Ten of Swords happened, that, okay, look, this is done. I don't ever want to hear from you because you were so upset. And obviously when we're angry, we all say things that maybe perhaps you regret later on. But that's fine, Scorpio. Like, be kind to yourself. You're human. They're human as well. I'm sure in the heat of the moment, some things were said, and maybe either you've deleted their number, blocked them on social media, things like that. So maybe they are waiting for a sign from you. So I don't know how you feel about that, but if you feel drawn to do that, I think that would really help the situation. So many things remind me of you. Exactly. I literally feel this is an energy that just keeps thinking about you over and over again. Like, they have trouble sleeping at night because they can't stop thinking about the days spent together, the memories, and you came closer than anyone. So this is a very significant connection for this person. And maybe this is somebody who has never felt this way before for anyone else. And therefore, they probably got also a bit overwhelmed by the emotion, and maybe took a slightly drastic decision here by pulling away their energy, or wanting to sometimes, even self-sabotage a good thing. But they're very conscious that you came very close, or closer than anyone else could. So I think like you really stand out in this person's energy as like being a very significant connection. What are their thoughts on this connection? What are their thoughts on this connection? 9 of Wands. What are their feelings for Scorpio? Their feelings for Scorpio. The Hanged Man. Yep. What is the outcome they desire with Scorpio? What is the outcome they desire with Scorpio? Oh, look at that. The Star. They want a wish fulfillment here. What is the outcome they desire with Scorpio? Strength. Look at that. They've pulled like 3 major arcanas. So in any tarot deck, there are 22 major arcanas, what we call our big mysteries or big energies surrounding us. And they usually almost feel like they're out of our control, because they get so like overwhelming, and they're so significant when they show up in our life that you almost feel like you just have to work with them. Like, you can't really eliminate them from your life. They feel very strongly for you, Scorpio. They're wishing and hoping. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. You could be dealing with Pisces or a Leo. It doesn't really matter. They could be any sign, because people have all signs in their chart, and at different points in their life, depending on the planetary transits, they can emit different energies. So don't get too hung up on the signs. But this person really feels like battered and beaten down in love. That's the phrase that I'm hearing. I know that the 9 of Wands can also mean not giving up and wanting to persevere, but in their thoughts, they really would like to climb that ladder towards you and come towards you. But look at the dichotomy. This is a beautiful representation of the 9 of Wands. It's like one face is looking back and one face is looking ahead. And they thought that they could just, do this, liberate you from the connection, and just, walk on along their path and move upwards. But they really can't. Look at the tug of, war between the past and the future. Like, there's a strong pull. They just can't seem to let go. It's like, yeah. And it came kind of intuitively on top of that. I remember every detail of that day. So this is somebody who keeps reminiscing, keeps thinking about how you guys met, what happened, how you made them feel. In their feelings for you, the Hangman and the Star, they're just stuck in this energy. Like, they just need this to come around. They just need this to work out for them. And the intended outcome is they're really hoping that they can regain the strength to come back and to make this connection work again, and that you also accept them, that you're in a position in your life where you can welcome this connection back into your life. And this is the major wish fulfillment that they're looking for. Wow. Give me one more on the Hangman. It almost feels like, you've turned their world upside down, like the Hangman. The Devil, they're so attached. Again and again, they keep pulling the same energy, but just through different cards. We saw the Four of Pentacles, we saw Devil, now Hangman, Death, Five of Pentacles, Knight card. Look at that, we've got Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is like a soulmate connection, and they're very conscious of it now. I think they were always conscious of it, and they tried their best to do what they thought was the best thing for both of you. But mostly they were looking out for you because they felt that they were not a healthy presence in your life. And I know this is a very strange way of thinking about relationships, maybe for some people watching, but for them, it was the highest form of love, to actually liberate you from them so that you could attract a healthier, a better partner for yourself. Let's see what the romance angels have for you on this connection. Three cards, please. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Yeah, so I think this is a belief system issue, right? Like they thought that, Scorpio needs XYZ, I'm ABC, so I'm going to remove myself from the situation. Like it's their own belief system. And I think I used the word self-sabotage somewhere. I almost also get that feeling that this person has never known this kind of love before. So when it happened, they got so overwhelmed by it that, and this is a very trauma kind of response, right? When maybe they've got some childhood wounding, or when you have trauma responses, instead of actually gravitating towards this amazing love, this overwhelming love, some people have a tendency to actually shut it down so that it can't hurt them. It's a protection, because maybe growing up, everything that they got super attached to, unfortunately, exited their life at some point. So they've learned this now, that when something feels this good, it's better to shut it down and nip it in the bud before it becomes too strong and it can hurt you. This is why, it happens a lot. It happens all the time in relationships and, couples. You'll see that somebody will leave before the other person can leave them. Some people have a little bit of ego attachment to that. I don't want to be dumped and I'm going to leave somebody before they can leave me. So when they feel like the heat is increasing and, something has happened or there's been a big argument, a big reason for conflict, they just want to exit the situation before the other person can leave them. So what I'm trying to say is that these are beliefs, right? That, anything that is good for me will hurt me. This is a belief that somebody has stored in their brain. Another belief is, somebody who cares about me a lot will not do that to me. So they will be around for the long haul. That's another person's belief system. Now imagine these two people with these two different belief systems in a relationship with one another. So one person is trying to come closer, the other person is, oh my God, this is too good, I need to pull back. So, which is sometimes what we call a twin flame connection. They're like magnets, They try to come together, but the minute they come too close, they have to pull apart. So just bear that in mind, that human beings are really layered, they're very complex. You never know what situation can trigger like a trauma response from childhood. And I mean, I don't use these words lightly, but I really think that a lot of people are hurting, and hurt people hurt other people. So it's just good to be conscious that everybody is coming from very different life stories. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So I think, this person maybe also thinks about the days when it was all light and playful, or when they do come back, because I have a feeling this person is charging towards you. They'll try to recapture some of those playful moments with you, and it will be good for your relationship. And stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Ooh, somebody needed to hear that. Somebody definitely needed to hear that. Let's go to the romance angels. Let's see what guidance do they have on this connection. It's a very strong, significant connection. Success. Ooh, Scorpio. Maybe the timing is finally right with the Temperance card here, because, in the past, something just didn't work out, and there was a reason for it not working out, because this person either had to become the person that they are today, or you had to become the person that you are today for this connection to really take off. And I really believe in that stuff, like sometimes you just meet people and it's the wrong timing, and then you grow, you mature, and then it's a much better connection. Within the next few weeks, oh my God, I cannot make this up. What did I say when I was seeing the 7 of Swords and I saw the 4 of Swords, and I gave you like 10, 11 days, and I said probably the next couple of weeks? Ooh, my spirit team is on point as always. Big happy changes are coming through in your love life and within this connection within the next few weeks, Scorpio. Oh my God, I'm so happy for you, because honestly, this energy I could feel, it was just a lot of sadness, a lot of disappointment, a lot of like missing one another, but being almost like a victim of circumstances. That's what I was hearing. Like it just wasn't meant to be at that time. And now I think the timing is turning around. And I think this person is going to tell you a lot of things as to what happened in this period of separation, what gave them that belief system that they had to, release you from this connection, or they had to walk away, or you deserve better. So why couldn't they be that person who could be the right partner for you? Like, I think they're going to have some pretty heartfelt conversations within the next few weeks when this person wants to come around. Let's see what the Lovers Oracle has for you. Trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it'll automatically transform. Yup, exactly. I don't think I could have summarized it any better. Thank you so much, Spirit Team. We'll take one more. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. Oh, wow. This is exactly what I'm talking about. When they're saying you came closer than anyone. I think even though you guys might be in physical separation, this really feels like one of those soul bonds. Like I think you feel their energy, Scorpio. And Scorpios are very, very intuitive. So if there is one sign who can pick up on this intuitive bond, it's probably you, Scorpio. I think you know this. Like even when you watch this and when you will come to this part of the reading, I think you will be like, yeah, I know this, that their love for me is deep. And your love for them is deep as well. Wow, Scorpio, I'm going to close off your reading with one card from the Super Attractor deck. Let's see what the universe wants to say to you. One direct message from the universe to you. I won't even interpret or anything. I'm just going to read it out as it is, because it's a direct message from universe to you. True manifesting is about receiving what is of the highest good for all. Oh my God. I think, Scorpio, you've pulled this card before as well in a reading, but this is what I'm saying. This is a very divine connection. There's a lot about timing. There's a lot about wanting the highest good for both of you. And I think both of you feel that way. And that is pure love. When you love somebody that much that you can remove yourself from the situation because you know that they deserve better. What is that quote that says, right? If you love something, let it go. If it comes back, it's yours. If it doesn't, well, it never was. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting from this connection, from this reading. So Scorpio, please let me know in the comment section how this resonated. I am really looking forward to reading for you tomorrow and seeing how these energies shift. As you know, I read for Scorpio every day. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. Please do hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. It helps me immensely. It helps my channel grow. Thank you so much for all the love and support so far and for watching my readings. Scorpio readings are my highest watched readings. Thank you so much, Scorpio. Truly, truly appreciate it. Take care. Bye-bye.